Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. This is Anna's Aqua Home, where I sew, craft, and DIY. I love making handmade items for my home and also to give away as gifts. In this video, I wanted to show you some of the things I've been working on off camera. I haven't really recorded making them because I'm not super confident in it, but I wanted to show you today. It's kind of my new obsession to be making boxy bags or carry-all bags or makeup bags. There are a bunch of different names for them. It's basically like this square boxy bag. Some of them are wider this way and shorter. Some are longer. Some are taller and skinnier. There are a bunch of different ways you can design them, and also a bunch of different ways you can make them. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to make them, this is not that video. I'm not going to show you how to make them yet on this channel, because there are many tutorials that are better than what I can do at the moment out there. If you're interested in the tutorials that I used to make these boxy bags, let me know in the comments. I can certainly link a couple of the videos, but this is just my projects that I've been working on and I wanted to show you. So I've wanted to do these boxy bags for quite a while, and I was just a little scared. I'm not used to doing zippers. I've done a lot of different quilting, a lot of different sewing, but practically nothing with zippers. But I wanted to try it and I just jumped in. I got all the supplies, and this was the first one I made. So this one, if you are interested in doing these, there are a whole bunch of different ways you can do them. This one I used a quilted fabric, so I used the same fabric on the outside and inside. I do have a video on where I quilted this fabric, so if you wanted to check that out. And then I used bias tape to finish the insides. So there are lots of different ways you can make them and finish them, and I chose to finish mine with the bias tape method. And I made bias tape out of the same fabric so it matched. So that is one way you can finish the inside seams on your boxy bags, is by doing a bias tape and adding an extra piece of fabric over those. So I like how this turned out. I definitely like the measurements. I kind of designed my own pattern because I didn't want to pay for a pattern online. So I came up with my own measurements, and this works pretty well. I really like it. Came out almost square. This end is a little bit squarer than the other. And this was my first time really trying to sew with a zipper, and it just went really well. So I was thankful that this one went well. I did have to pull out a few seams, but really like this. My second attempt, I wanted to try a little bit of a different kind. I made this one. So this one I actually added a handle on one end and then a pull tab on the other end. And all the zippers I'm using are just from Hobby Lobby. They're 99 cents. So I know they have thicker zippers, metal zippers. These are just nylon. And then I did this beautiful outside fabric that I went searching for and found. So I got this, and then I did an aqua on the inside. Now this one, I ended up sewing all the seams into each other. So I did not use bias tape to finish the seams. I kind of sewed all of these together while it was inside out. This is the method that I wanted to try, but it was definitely one of the harder methods. And then I ended up just finishing it over here by folding it over. So you can still see it's got a little bit of a fold over, but overall it still has all of the seams are finished. Now I did add batting in between, so it's got the outer layer, the inner layer, and a batting layer, but I didn't quilt it. So there's no quilting on it, but it does give it a little bit more stability. And I played around with the measurements, so this one was just a little bit bigger than my other one, but a little bit not as wide. But I really like the way this turned out. I love this fabric. It's my new favorite one. I got it on Amazon. It was $6.99 a yard, so I felt like that was really good. And then I also added this handle, that was really well. The first one I didn't add any extras. I just wanted to figure out how to do a plain box. But this one I was able to add some extras, and I really, really like it. You can hold it like that. And then I also went to Hobby Lobby and got a little decorative zipper pull. Let me zoom in and see if you can see it. There we go. I just added it onto the end right over here, and it is really cute. It's gold, and that just makes it a little bit longer of a tab. I went down the trail of looking at these zipper pulls and tabs that you can get. You can actually get these to fit on zippers. That this little tab, instead of being just like plain, it's like a little house or a little bee. They've got little zippers that are flowers. There are so many cute ones. I could totally go and spend a lot of money just getting zipper replacements so that you can still use the zipper tape, but then just put on your own little decorative zipper pull, and that was really cute. So those were my two boxy bags that I did with the zippers, and then I tried a couple other zipper projects, because a lot of people have been doing zipper wallets or zip pouches. So here's another one I did. This was just plain. It's just, it's not 3D or anything. And this one, I did not put any zipper tabs on the end. The zipper just goes directly into the seam, which is not as nice. The inside is a little not as finished, so I didn't really like that look for the first little zipper one that I made. It was okay. Again, I used matching fabric with a cute little diamond design of quilting on it, and I'll definitely use this, but not my favorite. I definitely get better as I go along. My next one I decided to do was this little pouch. It's got a whole bunch of church words: rejoice, he is risen, faith, blessed, love. So, and this one, it is lined with a different lining on the inside. I use this aqua polka dot. It's really cute. And for this zipper, I put zipper tabs on the end of my pouch. So like this one doesn't have a little zipper tab. It just goes straight into the seam. This one, I actually sewed my zipper onto a piece of fabric, so it gives it a lot more of a finished look, and I put a zipper tab on both sides. Inside, it also gives a nice finished look. It looks really good on the inside. I tried this, and this one, it just is two pieces of fabric and there's no batting in between it. This will be perfect as a pencil pouch, or just different things to throw in if you need to collect them in your purse. I definitely want to make a couple more of these because I think they're really cute, and I can see filling them with little gifts, little stickers and pens, and giving them away as gifts. So I definitely loved making this. It was super simple, and I want to make more. All right, so at this point, I needed more zippers. So I went to Hobby Lobby, got a whole bunch more zippers, and I have a few more projects that I made with these zippers that I wanted to show you. I made a zipper pouch. These, I've been seeing people make these all over the place online. Several of the small businesses that I follow have this for sale, and they sell them for like $25 for a little zipper pouch. And they do, I mean, they are handmade. They do take a lot of intricate designs, but I was able to make my own, and I really like it. I used one of my favorite fabrics. So this was my favorite fabric, and then it kind of got replaced by this one, but I did have a little bit more of this left. So I was able to do a coordinating color zipper, and this one I did one side with a zipper tab, and the other side I just made them a little shorter and just put them into the fabric. So one side has a zipper pull on this and the other side does not, and I really like how this turned out. This also looks very finished on the inside, and then I also used a little coordinating color a little aqua polka dot as well, and I added a tab so I can hook this on a keychain. I can hook this on a wristlet. There are so many different things. This one's probably a little bit taller than I've seen other people make them, but again, I just had a scrap piece and I thought I'll just make it the biggest the scrap had. So I really like it. I think, let me check. The finished size is actually 5 by 5 inches, so probably on the bigger side of a little zip wallet, but I really, really like it. It was super fun to make, and I can definitely see myself making more of these. Now this one, I did add some quilting lines. So I quilted the one side. I quilted just the outer fabric and the batting, and then did all the quilting, and I didn't add the lining. I did the lining separate. So there's no quilting on the lining on the inside, just on the outside. And I just did simple lines, and I think that turned out really cute. So after doing all of these projects, I'm definitely getting more confident in my zipper usage and really enjoying all of these different things that I can make, and really they're really useful. I realized though, as I was doing this, that as I was going, my seams were not very close to the center. It kind of has a bigger seam on all of my zips. So you want the seam to be a little bit closer to the center things that click together of the zipper. And with my presser foot, it was a little bit bigger. So even though the needle was on one side of my presser foot, it was still quite a bit, and it really didn't go up right against the zipper. So I went ahead and I purchased a zipper foot. Mine did not come with a zipper foot, but this was $5 on Amazon. I did a little bit of research to figure out what kind of zipper foot I needed for my machine, and I got this, and so I needed to try it out. I wanted to try it out and figure out if this was going to be better than my other presser foot, or whether I should just get a super skinny presser foot. I've seen people do both kinds. So I got this foot, and I made another zipper pouch. This might be my favorite. Okay, it's super long, and that is because on the inside, I made it to hold my straightener. So it's like a hair accessories pouch. And I got this fabric from Michaels. Michaels is now selling a whole bunch of fabric. So this aqua plaid, I saw it online and then I went. It was only $4.99 a yard. I really, really like it. It's just beautiful. So for this one, I made it 14 inches long. So I measured, and I probably could have made it an inch or two wider still. But this one, I just really love how it turned out. I put little pull tabs on both sides, and then for this, I added some ribbon to give the pull on my zipper a little bit more. So I just did that. These zippers I get from Hobby Lobby have a very, very small little opening. So it was really hard to like hook something in there or a charm, but I got this little ribbon and I just really, really like it. So this one has a matching fabric, one of my favorites, on the inside. So I really like how that turned out. And the last thing is with this zipper foot, it made it really nice and a lot closer to the zipper than my other ones. So I definitely like that. I had so much fun. You can see that this one is kind of smaller this way than this one. So you can make them all different sizes. Once you get the basic pattern out, you can do it so many different ways. You can do that bias tape. This one, to finish up the seams, I actually did the bottom of the liner in 2 pieces. So I left a hole right here to turn it inside out, and then I just finished it. So there are so many different ways that you can make these. There are so many different ways that you can finish them up. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for going through all of my recent projects with me. If you are thinking about a boxy bag or sewing some things like that for Christmas gifts coming up, definitely let me know in the comments. If you're looking for some of the tutorials, I might put out a tutorial in the future, but for right now, it's just I'm still learning, and each one of these zipper projects that I've done something different on. I haven't repeated the same process twice, and there's still one or two different couple ways that I've seen people make these zipper pouches. And it's really funny how everyone has their favorite way to make a zipper pouch. Some people really love the bias tape method, and they're like, oh, I don't do anything else but the bias tape. That's the easiest and the best. And then the next person that comes on that makes a lot of boxy bags and makeup bags will be like, oh, stop wasting all that time sewing bias tape and stop using all that extra fabric. Like, this is the best way to do it, is having that seam that runs down the center of the lining. And then the next person will say that they like doing something, a French seam, to finish it off. There are so many different ways you can do it. I've just been having fun off camera just doing these. This one, my first one, definitely took me the longest. But once that was done, the next one took me even less, even less time, and then it had a couple other things. And then this one, I was super impressed. Now, I didn't do any quilting on this one, that would have added, but I did this in under an hour. So I'm definitely getting better and learning how to do them. And so I'm just really excited to have these, that I've already used them. I went on trips and packed all my little bags and had a lot of fun. I want to make more coming up for Christmas, so I figured I'd just jump on here and show you all my different projects. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you just got some inspiration, although I didn't show you how to make all of these projects. Hopefully you can just get inspired to go figure out how to make them and make them for yourself. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.